Ireland in a strong position. Nice luxury to be able to get. I think Boyd Rankin has the most wickets of any Ireland bowler. Well, he certainly had coming into the series. Tim Murtagh with his 5 for on Thursday may well have just usurped him, but Boyd Rankin, the best strike rate for in terms of Irish bowlers over the course of the summer. And perhaps, interestingly enough, James McCullum out the deep square leg already, so they're going to put it into Hamilton Masakatsa's head. The short ball's coming. A little game of cat and mouse. Will it be the double bluff? Just be curious. You always see Boyd Rankin, Tasneem. You know when he's really got the knee drive and the leg drive going. You know he's full of confidence. So it'll be interesting. You'll know very early in his run up. Good start. Single saved by Andy McBride at backward point.
The Irish fielding has certainly been something to speak of in this series. A lot more high energy than the Zimbabweans. Saving runs in the field, good with the catches, save for 1 or 2 missed opportunities maybe.
Well bowled from Boyd Rankin. Masakatsa just jamming that onto his front pad, rehearsing the shot now. The non-striker's end. He will be satisfied. He made his way to 18. He struggled for form so far. This is his highest score of the trip. Worked off his hip. No man saving the single on the leg side.
Yeah, Masakadze will be happy with that. He's come back from injury recently. He had a difficult maybe 18 months or so. Not a lot of runs on the board, but he's played relatively well today. He's negotiated a couple of difficult balls from Murtagh and Adair, and he really does need to go big and lay a good foundation for his side. Skipper's innings.
Yeah, perhaps one little half chance when he pulled the ball off Tim Murtagh out to the sort of forward square boundary to James McCullum. Just didn't quite get there.
Just short.
A little bit of a discussion with the captain about the field. Man being left out, the deep square boundary. Rankin to Williams. Finds a thick outside edge. Down to Mark Adair, third man. Good piece of bowling. Boyd has started well.
Much fuller lengths than I think the batsman would have expected from that field setting.
Yeah, I think it's very important that Boyd doesn't get carried away, that he hits that splice, hits the top of off, doesn't get too short, uses his bouncer sparingly.
I think Boyd's always best when he mixes up those lengths a little bit, and the short ball's a bit of a surprise because with his height, it's not the easiest ball to play, is it, if he gets it right?
Yeah, you know, a good length for Boyd Rankin will hit the shoulder of the bat. He's an awkward customer. Excellent stop from Paul Stirling on the covers. Himself and Andy McBride have been very athletic there. Brings an end to Boyd Rankin's first over. Ireland still in control. Zimbabwe 40 for 3 after 12. Double change from Ireland. Shane Getcate in his third ODI has this uncanny knack of picking up wickets. He's been brought on by his captain to replace Tim Murtagh at the City end.
Probably a good move. I think using Murtagh or saving a couple of overs for the end of the innings the other day is probably what saved Ireland the match in the end, wasn't it? That final over from him.
Yeah, I think giving Tim Murtagh 6 overs gives William Porterfield the option of bowling him either 2 spells or even 3. He could potentially bring him back for a couple in the middle of the innings and still save a couple for the death. Liking to keep his options open. Full to start with from Get-Kate. Nicely driven to mid-off by Sean Williams. Again, looking very confident and comfortable at the crease. A man in form. It's a good start from Shane Get-Kate. Good lines, good lengths. Important that he keeps the pressure that Tim Murtagh has built. It's the one thing that perhaps I think both sides would want to look at, that ability when they're bowling, to bowl in partnerships. Everybody focuses on partnerships between the batsmen. It's equally important that you bowl as in partnership. Pressure's built at both ends.
In terms of bowling partnerships, which you just mentioned, I think that's probably what's set apart some of the best bowlers in the world, is that they've had somebody from the other end holding up that pressure with them, taking wickets together, holding off runs. And I think Ireland will be looking to do that as some of the older players start to phase out, is build partnerships of bowlers.
This is excellent from Shane Get-Kate. A little flinch there from Sean Williams. Did leave it, but nearly drew into the shot. Lorcan Tucker behind the stumps. Again, relatively fresh and new to the Irish side. Getting the gloves for this series ahead of the very experienced Gary Wilson. Very good from Shane Get-Kate, getting the applause of his teammates in the circle. William Porterfield keeping the pressure on.
I think that's probably been one of the key differentiators between the two sides in this series, other than the bowling, is Porterfield's captaincy, which has always kept the pressure on, whether it's in the field or with the bowling changes.
Flash to point. To end a maiden over for Shane Get-Kate. An excellent start. The run rate just hovering at 3 runs and over. Ireland will be very content. 3 wickets in the opening power play. It's always nice when Boyd Rankin moves away from us here at the commentary. He kind of lets a bit more light into the commentary tent, doesn't it? He's a giant of a man,
isn't it?
He's a giant of a man. Porterfield continuing to attack. Andrew Bilburney at a sort of wide first slip, just making his way a little bit closer to Lorcan Tucker, but yeah, he's probably at 1.5 slips. Yeah, nicely bowled. Good length from Boyd Rankin. Mazakadze removing the bottom hand from the bat to stay in control. Little word from his partner, Sean Williams. Very good from Kevin O'Brien.
Yeah, another single prevented. Oh, and a misfield. It's good to see Zimbabwe stealing a single here or there, because their running has not been quite at the same pressure that the Irish running has been.
I was going to say it's one of my sort of pet hates as a bowler when fielders throw the ball in that hits the stumps and deflects for a run. I don't think in that particular instance Kevin O'Brien was actually trying to hit the stumps. He was just trying to return the ball to Lorcan Tucker. Boyd Rankin throws the head up. However, it does bring Sean Williams on to strike. New man. Short again and swatted nonchalantly through the wide mid-on. The deep fielder with absolutely no chance again. Another example of Boyd Rankin's short ball not high enough, just chest high, and swatted magnificently from Sean Williams. Authoritative. Moves swiftly on to 11.
Yeah, Williams has looked very comfortable with that short ball.
Again, if you're going to bowl it, you've got to get it high enough. Put the batter under pressure. That's superb batting. Absolutely superb batting from Sean Williams. Follows up the short ball onto the front foot. Forced through mid-off. Boyd Rankin firmly under pressure.
Played with a straight bat, just running away through the two fielders all the way to the boundary. It's a beautiful outfield though, isn't it?
Yeah, the outfield here is magnificent. It's going to run quick. Pitch is good. A shot like that, played slightly on the up. Probably anticipated Boyd Rankin. Erring now on the full side, having bowled the short ball previously. Excellent cricket. And again, super running, knocked into the gap. This is proving to be an expensive over.
It's played with Rankin's lines a little bit, hasn't it? The short ball that didn't work, then the slightly fuller ball, and then one just going a little bit down leg side.
That brings up the Zimbabwean 50. With one ball remaining of the 14th over. Sean Williams, as he has done throughout the series, with an excellent counter-attack. And another excellent shot, forced through the offside. Well stopped by James McCollum. End of an expensive over. Good atmosphere at today's game. Music blaring.
Sun's out, a lot of people. Good Sunday.
Yeah, it's a similar crowd from Thursday. The sun's out. Good pitch. Beautiful day. It'd be good to see a good crowd joining us here at Stormont.
If you are in the Belfast area, come down. Beautiful day for cricket.
Exciting times for Irish cricket. We go from today's one-day game to a T20 series before the big test match. Test match at Lord's coming up at the end of July. A 4-day test against England.
That's going to be a remarkable occasion.
Excellent article in today's Sunday Independent from George Siggins.
I saw it.
4-page spread.
A nice celebration of Irish cricket in this historic moment that's coming up towards the end of the month.
Yeah, lots of exciting changes in the game here. Exciting times. Interview with Gabby Lewis. One of Irish cricket's now professional female players, women cricketers.
I think that's been a very inspiring change that Cricket Ireland have made to professionalise the women's game.
Yeah, look, Cricket Ireland have their challenges. There's no question about that, but they're doing the very best with what they've got.
It's definitely a model for other emerging nations to look towards, isn't it?
Shorter ball from Shane Getkit, who starts the 15th over with a dot. He'll be growing in confidence. A little bit of a discussion between Andrew Balbirnie and Paul Sterling.
Very active captain is Porterfield, isn't he?
Doesn't like the game to settle. This is very good from Shane Getkit. That's 8 dots in a row. Pressure maybe building now. Hamilton Masakadza, 20 from 39 balls. Strike rate of just over 50. The sweepers are now out. Little game of cat and mouse.
Yet another dot.
Yeah, what Shane Getkate's doing very well. He's just bowling stump to stump. You know,
It's old-fashioned, but it works.
if the batter misses, he's going to hit. And interestingly now, Lorcan Tucker coming up to the stumps, perhaps sensing that Hamilton Mazakatsa may want to use his feet to come down, hit over mid-off and mid-up, mid-on. William Porterfield keeping himself and Tim Murtagh up in the circle, building that pressure on the captain. The big thing on the Zimbabwean side, they've obviously left out Donald Turapano, who scored a very useful 30 in Thursday's game to bring in Christopher Mpufu. So they've slightly weakened their batting. There it is. That's the pressure starting to build. Ball just dropping short of William Porterfield at mid-on. Pressure being built. Chance going to come.
Williams looks much more comfortable of the two batsmen at the crease.
Run the third man to big Boyd Rankin. It's well bowled from Shane Getkate. Interesting there, just Shane Getkate halfway through his run before Hamilton Mazakatsa had looked up. Half expected to see him pull out. Brings the dangerous Sean Williams on the strike. This is excellent from Shane Getkate. Single off the over. Zimbabwe 52 for 3 after 15. Good start from the Irish bowlers. Boyd Rankin to continue from the Dundonald end. Little conversation with Captain Porterfield. Probably easier to bowl at Mazakatsa for now. Certainly looking the less fluent of the two players. I'd like to see Boyd maintain a fuller length at Mazakatsa, make him drive. He's just losing his shape.
He is.
You get the tension there in his bottom hand. He's just dragging that ball more to mid-on. It's just drifted onto Mazakatsa's pads. Well fielded. Shane Getkate. Umpire Sean George signals leg byes in his 50th one-day international. And Boyd Rankin, a change of line, change of angle, going to come round the wicket to Williams. Try and cramp, give him less room to free those arms.